Hey everyone, today we are back in the weekly pack, and man, this weekly pack, it is a doozy, let me tell you. Yet again, it is the friend ahead has flooded the pack. I feel like it's the sacrifice we made to get brain cramp removed. There's no jump pets in this pack, but it's usually been a combination of jump pets with the friend ahead. This pack, we just have the friend ahead, and of course there's always going to be some form of summons or trumpets or something to help those friend ahead pets thrive. So you basically need to run those pets in the beginning to give you the tempo, to survive, to preserve your hearts, and then there's a couple options in the late game. The most obvious option is the lioness. The lioness, I think, is one of the strongest pets in the game, period. However, you obviously need to get it cooking, and you need to preserve hearts to do that, and you need to be smart with the pivots, right? There's kind of a method to the madness. It's only like super powerful if you can get the cascade going, the domino effect of multiple lionesses. Anyway, we're not really here for the lioness, the shop scaling. I'm sure I'll do that at a certain point this weekly. What we are here for today is there are some very interesting lines in the pack. One of them being the flying squirrel, which will resummon a toy, and there's only a couple toy options in the pack. The first one, which is what I was looking at mainly, was the fairy. I figure I can probably get like a level 2 flying squirrel and then get a level 2 fairy and then just sell the fairy off and let the flying squirrel scale its attack, resummon the level 2 toy. We can use that toy with a friend ahead attacks. I figured that would be a great line. But then I saw the other toy, and it's the old mouse. The old mouse is very, very interesting. I've actually had an old mouse video. I don't think it's released on my channel yet. I think I've had it lined up since before the last update. There's a couple videos I had. I was going for 100% achievements, and I grinded a bunch out and made a bunch of videos actually, and then the update hit. So it's like I had this big backlog, and I'm sure if you watch this channel a lot, you've noticed, some of the older videos, I'll just kind of squeeze them in, one or two a week here and there, just to kind of fill the gaps to ease the stress of the daily uploads. But yeah, the old mouse, I think Flame96 had a run recently. Flame or someone else, sorry if I'm getting it wrong, but I will try to link that video in the description as well. And all that's just delaying, all this commentary is just delaying till we get to that point. So let's look at the team. We have double kangaroo going, we have centipede going, we have Dimetrodon. These are all absolutely great pets to take. The centipede takes a little bit more to get cooking, but if you use the centipede in the way of like the trigger reset methods to get multiple triggers per turn, it can be absolutely insane tempo. But the Dimetrodon seems to really, really thrive. So as you see there, lose to the Dimetrodon, go down to 3 hearts. I think we lost 2 hearts in a row there. Kind of scary. That's okay though, that's okay. And yeah, there's the flying squirrel. So I knew I wanted a flying squirrel, and I really, really wanted to try to get a level up to get the early old mouse. Because here's the other thing. The old mouse, it can summon a bunch of different toys. I think there's like 5 or 6 toys it can summon. They all, for the most part, revolve around spending gold. So there's one that's like Friends Faint, which is kind of tough. 3 Friends Faint. There's one that's like buy 3 friends, spend 12 gold, I think roll 7 times. So it's a lot of them are around gold, but there's a couple that's like jump, friends jumped. So there's a couple that only happen in battle. So we have to get the right toy first. And the other goal, like I said with the fairy, with the flying squirrel combo, is if we can get a level 2 old mouse by chance, that is like epic. Because then if we get level 2 old mouse, we can really, really focus the whole team on just trying to get that toy to trigger every turn. And the really cool thing about it, I never really considered this combo because the flying squirrel is going to resummon the same exact toy. It's kind of funny that I take a fairy as well on turn 7 when I can get the old mouse. So it's like, hey, you're gonna be looking for a toy pet, but you take the other toy pet. But I didn't know where these runs were gonna go. I knew I wanted the old mouse over the fairy in this run. I already knew I wanted the old mouse, but these runs were fizzling out quick. This pack is super punishing, so I was like, alright, I'm just gonna take whatever kind of comes. Always, for the most part, taking turkey on the early level up, because then you could just pivot the whole team. And I wasn't sure what I wanted to do here. We have the toy for one more turn, so I was like, you know what? I can take some canned foods. And then the old mouse shows up. And I figure the time is now. We have to do it now. We have to start taking these toys while we have 3 hearts to see if we can get the toy that we want. And because most of these toys from the old mouse are kind of like a spending gold to a certain extent, there is very few gold generating pets in this pack. So if you're like buying 3 friends a turn or buying 3 foods a turn, that's your whole turn. You're spending all your gold towards just breaking that toy. So a little bit of gold generation can go a long way if you're trying this unique scaling line. So let's see what we get first. We got 3 food bought. It's not that bad, honestly. You know you can get triggers no matter what with that. However, like I said, you're spending all your gold every turn just for those triggers. It's not quite the one I want. And we're almost at level 2 old mouse. And there's our level 2 old mouse, maybe. Yep, level 2 old mouse. So next turn we get a level 2 toy. So I figure, okay, we're just gonna hopefully survive and thrive. No, hopefully survive. We have 3 hearts, and then we can thrive. And I freeze the wildebeest, because I figured if I can get this team going, the wildebeest getting the scaling would be amazing. We'll get a trumpet generator in here. So now I'm at the point when I realize, oh, this could happen. This could really happen. And the toy we got is spend 12 gold. It's the most generic one. It's not buy friends, buy food. It's just spend 12 gold. I think it's the best toy I could have asked for. So here is the centipede gambit here. We will see if I do it. Yep, you always want to buy the first centipede separate, get the trigger, and then buy your high tier. So yeah, spend 12 gold. I'm just trying to figure it out. I haven't used old mouse since that video, and before the video I made, I don't know, it was like 6 weeks ago or so at this point. Before that video, I don't think I've ever used old mouse. So I'm just making sure I'm not going to make any crucial mistakes. And yeah, 21-22 centipede, great tempo to allow us to pivot here. Hopefully we can preserve these 2 hearts further. There we go, we got the toy to break. So we need 12 gold a turn. How do we get 12 gold? The goat, obviously we buy 2 friends per turn, that gives us 2 extra gold, that gets us 12 gold total. The other way is simply just buy an avocado every turn. That is the easiest way. I'm very interested to see if when we see our first avocado here. Because from what I recall in the run, it was not happening. So we gotta scramble to find pets in the shop to get 2 gold. Level 2 goat, that would make things a lot easier. And stay tuned for the bonus clips for that. I actually got this line going twice. It's actually, I think it's the only 2 times I went for it. I got it, it happened. So maybe this line is actually like really good. I thought it was a very unique line. I guess in a pack with not a lot of scaling, it makes sense. And maybe the fact that I pivoted in really good units as soon as I got it going also, yeah, made the difference. So here, I don't think we're going to have enough trumpets for level 2 wildebeest, but maybe we will after we get our toy break and our scaling. And 2 chocolates in the shop. I mean, come on. That's crazy, isn't it? The only problem with getting 2 chocolates is we need 2 pets to buy to get our 12 gold. So it's going to take us a while to use those 2 chocolates. If we have to roll, that is. And yeah, only got 1 coconut trigger. I think it's okay though. shout out, what a great guinea fowl again from the Kappa. If you haven't seen my blind weekly run, just go look at my blind weekly run, look at the chapters. It's like around 24 minutes or something. There's a crazy battle, a crazy interaction. That's all I'm going to say about it. I am still just shocked about it. It's just a very random, very unique interaction. And yeah, so this turn is the first turn we did not get the toy break. I decided to go ahead and take the chocolate on the goat, hoping I would find another goat or another chocolate so we can get level 2 goat. Then we only have to buy 1 pet a turn. So I figured it's probably worth taking that 1 turn. And look, we lose the heart. So I have a Highland cow to buy. I would love to level up the goat first, but the squirrel's there, so I figure, okay, there's 2 pets at least. Buy the Highland cow first so we get our centipede trigger. Now we have our 12 gold, so I could buy equipment. There's an ambrosia. I'm shocked that I didn't take it. But if you watch this channel a good amount, you get towards the end of the run or you're on 1 heart, you're trying to get a run to survive, I think one of the best things you can do, besides throwing equipment on your strong units, is throw a summon equipment on the backline unit, your weak backline unit. In most cases, it will get you over the line. It will make the difference. If you're close, if you're teetering on the edge, you're run right. The last battle where we lost that heart, we barely lost. So this run is very, very close on edge. We need to buy 2 pets. So yeah, there's the 2 pets. Figure I would rather have a goat or something else. Pita bread, good. And yeah, pita bread wildebeest. I figure if the wildebeest gets sniped by chance, pita bread probably would have been great on any of the middle 3 units. But when I get a wildebeest cooking, I like to go all out typically. The wildebeest is so much fun, such a good unit. Shout out the coconuts. I know I've been saying I'm going to release my next coconut video soon. Yeah, it'll eventually happen. It's actually all done, but I might go back and change a couple things. There's been a couple commentaries and whatnot that I'm not the most satisfied with going back. I usually one-shot everything, and I don't like going back and, you know, re-editing stuff and redoing stuff because it really takes so much time. Especially trying to keep up with the daily uploads, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see. And yeah, 8 trophies. We need 2 more wins. That is a fat Nurikabe. The 2 coconuts is perfect. The pita bread is perfect. And we can barely smash through the banana. The banana gets us the win. If we were to draw there, it would have been very risky. So chocolate into flying squirrel, might as well take it on the goat. And yeah, that's what we wanted a long time ago. If we had that level 2 goat earlier, things would have been a lot easier for us. And it looks like our flying squirrel is actually going to get to 50 attack, which is awesome. And all the pets decide to show up once we get the level 2 goat. I guess that's usually how it goes. Now I decide to take the ambrosia. Great. And you know, the whole team is like halfway to 50-50. So the scaling's not bad, considering a pack where there's not a lot of scaling. You could get a praying mantis pteranodon mammoth line going. Or I should say praying mantis mammoth pteranodon line going. Shout out the weekly brawl I played. That was the meta scaling line. And essentially you're getting the same thing I just had, which was that 2-2 in scaling every turn. But yeah, I think the old mouse flying squirrel combo is extremely unique. I was very happy with it. I kind of felt like a versus like ranked player when I was playing it. I was like, oh, this seems like just very unique, and it seems like one of those lines that you see and you kind of force. So yeah, hopping into this bonus clip, I wanted to get it going again. I got it going with a mantis. I'm not sure. I would assume this would be the first time I got it cooking with the Mantis. Typically, I use the Mantis to just kind of experiment with different builds and pets. And I think in this case, I got it to work. So you see I have the same, I think it's the harp. Is that what it is? Spend 12 gold, gives your team stats. It's only level 1 though this time. And the flying squirrel you see is level 1 as well. But the Mantis can make up for that. So we've got really big unit up front and just a little bit of scaling on the rest of the team. Getting the mammoths fainting as well every other turn, it seems like. And yeah, just a very, very strong team. Already have equipment on everything. Need to buy pets though. And the great thing about running the Mantis with the old mouse toy is that you can basically, you have that open buy-sell slot. So even if you get like the buy 3 friends or something, you can usually make it work a little bit easier. Or it kind of forces you to like buy a friend a turn no matter what. And with the buy sells, you can hit that 12 gold limit without having a goat also, which I'm sure a lot of people were thinking in that main run. Like, oh, you don't need the gold generating unit. It just makes it a lot easier. Especially in a pack where there's not great buy sells. I wanted to see if I could get CNN me scaling going at all with just the pig and the pill bug. Oh gosh. Talk about grinding your nails on the chalkboard. Yeah, 9 trophies, 1 heart remaining, turn 16. It seems like a pretty strong team for turn 16. 50-50 Mantis with PETA. 30-30 Niala, PETA. Should probably move the Niala behind the flying squirrel. Now that I'm looking at the stats. Maybe not though. Yeah, just so much fun. Oh, I do move it. That's hilarious. I have a certain method to my madness. And I see things and I'm like, yeah. It's just kind of like general rules and guidelines I follow, right? Highest attack in front. If the attacks are generally equal, I put highest health in the back. I don't know. I know it's a lot has changed, especially in the beginning of matches. I go highest attack in front, highest health in the back, and I know a lot of people play to that. So, you know, it's like your 4-1 pig in the front just gets KO'd by like a 1-attack pet. And check out this bonus. We have a big Mantis team. We're just going to hop into a couple bonus here and then ride off into the sunset. So yeah, we have big Mantis team. I actually got a level 3 monkey going. So monkey is the other form of scaling that's decent in this pack. The only problem is there's no monkey. There's just banana. So if you're running a Mantis, it's very easy. Just throw a banana on everything you're going to faint. Make sure it's not a summon pet. And build your monkey up. So once I got, I think, monkey to level 2, I started scaling the Highland cow. And then we're scaling a wildebeest now. So this team is extremely strong, considering you have a huge Mantis. We have a huge Highland cow that's generating a massive amount of trumpets. And then we have a wildebeest that's getting scaled by a level 3 monkey. That team, it just did not feel fair. And yeah, I ran a couple of these teams, just, you know, having fun with the Mantis. Gotta shout out the Mantis. So here's another one, and take a look at this opponent team with the Pteranodon. This is going to be a lot, I think, of what I'm going to go for the rest of this week. There's some super fun stuff you can do with Pteranodon. I just think it's one of the most fun pets, period. I definitely miss the old Pteranodon still, but that was definitely broken. As we get the double saber-tooth feint. Love to see that. And this run was going so well with this big Mantis. Got the melon slice on it. So my thought here is I'm going to see if I can just get this lionfish big without having a scaler on it per se. And I didn't know if I wanted to like do a 3-squad Marty team or something like that. That's kind of where this is going. It's like these teams, when you see me do stuff like this double feint and just spam everything on a lionfish, I'm only investing in 2 or 3 units. I'm usually getting ready for a 2 or 3 squad Marty. Especially throwing a macaque in there. You see I'm not even filling up the whole team. Oh, never mind. I might fill up the whole team. Thinking about it. Take the pancakes. And yeah, the melon slice is actually a great piece of equipment this week. Ambrosia otherwise is the best equipment. So Ambrosia blocks 8, melon slice blocks 10. Obviously, if you level the melon slice up, that's going to be by far the best piece of equipment you can get this weekly. Of course, the pita bread as well. So yeah, pita bread is better than level 1 melon slice in a lot of cases, but not everything. Pita bread's a tough one a lot of times. If you get the value, it's great. If you don't, it could be devastating. So here, turn 15, this team feels very strong, but not too strong. I thought about going the 3 squad. I throw in the other real velo. Pancakes here, might as well just use it, but I want to level up the lionfish. Luckily, we get the chocolate, so we can level it up. What are we doing here? Yeah, I don't know what to do. I love running the final Mantis team where you're like at risk of fainting. So I wanted to like potentially faint the lionfish if we lost. But we have 3 hearts remaining, so I figure, okay, let's go maybe a round or 2 and just kind of see what happens. And our Mantis gets 1 shot. They have the cuckoo chicks that triggered their pita, so that's kind of interesting. But we still get it done. We still get the win. So yeah, sometimes Mantis way too strong. Shout out Grounded. He knows it. Grounded was running a Mantis team in one of his videos recently. It might have been his fling teams, where he was like flinging, seeing how many pets you can fling. But anyway, we've gone quite a long time on this video. I think we're approaching like 22 minutes or so. That's a lot of commentary. So on that note, we're going to ride off into the sunset here with just a fun little squad, fun little pivot squad. I want you to see how I get to the point when I get this squad. So it starts with the Kappa Pill. I was having a lot of fun with that. In a pack where there's not a lot of scaling, if you can get early Kappas, or even turn 9 Kappas, and then pill or faint them, and get those 14, 16 statted tier 3 units, it could set your team up for great success. Shout out Borat, great success. Huge Borat fan. And yeah, so basically I'm going to show in this bonus clip, I'm going to show the run for probably 5 more minutes or so. And then towards like the late game, I'm just going to cut out a lot of the fluff of the turns because the turns don't get too exciting. The turns are just like using food and like trying to level up the pets. There's no more pivots at a certain point. So I'm just going to cut and like show battle, and then we'll show like the last couple turns. So with all that being said, if you hung around this long, I really do appreciate it. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe. As always, have a fantastic day. We'll catch you in the next one.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Finding life along the way, melodies we haven't played. No, I don't want no rest. Echoing around these walls, fighting to create a song. I don't wanna miss a beat. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, turn us to thousands, and we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands, and on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays, and on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. You say I make you nervous, a tragedy, I'm a beautiful disaster, a reckoning, you wonder how I got this way. You think I'm someone to be saved, someone to clean up and tame. Oh, some things never change, never change. Oh. You think I would look pretty on your arm once you cover up my bruises and battle scars, but it always ends the same. Can't bear the things I've had to face, got you crying on your knees in pain. Oh, some things never change, never change. Oh, you'll break your back to make me feel again, suffocate to make me breathe again, lose your mind from endless pain. Some things never change, never change. Oh, redemption never came. I stopped asking for forgiveness, cause you should know only fools tread where the angels fear to go, but you keep trying to get too close. Save myself by turning into stone, so save your judgment cause you just don't know. But some things never change, never change. Oh, they say I should feel guilty and change my ways, leaving crumpled bodies in my wake. Swear I didn't mean to make them break, swear I didn't mean to make them break. But they're so delicate and so mundane, and they keep coming like a moth to a flame. Oh, some things never change, never change. You'll break your back to make me feel again, suffocate to make me breathe again, lose your mind from endless pain. Some things never change, never change. Oh, redemption never came. Like you, be strong to hold the powers of the sun. To dream, believe in strength. Now I'm the only one, only one. I was an ordinary boy until I broke the rules. My life destroyed, life destroyed. Until I walk awake, scream my mind, I shout, the ground shakes. How much can I take? My mind will break. Will it break? Can I take? Can I be your superhero?